Let us not forget everything that happens. It's by the will of Allah. Holy will. It's time to unite and stand, and we will be the best amongst men. It's not time to be extreme or do the unthinkable, but to stand together as one. Tune into Sunnahfollowers, streaming every day, various platforms. Trust me, you'll find a way. Sunnahfollowers. You just need to stay away. And you just need to stay away. Stay away today. There's a heavy price to pay. Stay away, stay away, stay away. You just need to stay. Prohibition, limitation. You just need to stay away.
Okay, everybody. Ina alhamdulillah wa salat wa salam ala wa rasulullah. I want to welcome everybody to our new series entitled Prohibitions in Islam. And this is the series whereas we speak about things in which the imitations which are forbidden for us to engage in or indulge in as Muslim men and women. For example, we spoke about how Islam forbids us from imitating the jinn. Who can tell us what does it mean to imitate something? This is where we lose our understanding of the religion. A lot of us don't properly understand the meaning of certain rules and guidelines that Allah put in effect for us. Who can tell me what does it mean to imitate something in Islam? Anyone? What does it mean to imitate something in Islam?
To do it by actions that you're actually doing it, or characteristics.
I don't understand that. What do you mean? I'm typing the thing here. Imitation for this is called imitation. Oh yeah, imitation. I'm typing of gender today, right? Yeah. What does it mean to imitate something in Islam? When I am imitating something in Islam, what am I doing? A lot of Muslims don't understand what it means to imitate. You guys know? Anyone else?
To do something that's specifically for something else. Like if you're imitating the jinn, you're doing something that's specifically only the jinns do.
Exactly. I want everybody to write that down. Imitation is to do something that is specific to that thing. Everybody understand? To do something that is specific to a certain thing. So, for example, Islam forbids us from imitating the jinn. What does that mean? That means that it is forbidden for us as Muslims to do things that only the jinn do. If something is an imitation, it's something that only that thing does. That nobody does it but that thing. So something that only the jinns do. Everybody understand? So if I were to tell you it's forbidden for us as Muslims to imitate the non-Muslims, that means it has to be something that only non-Muslims do, that only the Christians do. For example, I'm going to make it shorter. So who can give me an example of something that would fall in a category of imitating a Christian?
One of the things they do during their weddings, walking down the aisle.
Okay, that's a great example. The Christians walk down aisles. That is specific for them. So, as Muslims, we are forbidden from imitating the Christians and their practices. So when you Muslim women get married and you Muslim women walk down the aisle, that's not Islam. You're imitating the Christians. This is a major sin. And that could be one of the reasons why your marriages end up bad. What's another example of imitating a Christian?
The way they dress.
That's too broad.
Their appearance.
That's like, too broad. What do you mean their dress, their appearance?
Like okay, so like Christians, they have crosses. They wear crosses on their neck.
No, let's do the dress. I like that. Give me an example of something that would fall in the category of imitating the way a Christian dresses. That means whatever y'all come up with has to be something that only they do.
Okay.
What is a dress that is only specific to a Christian?
Men wearing dresses.
What?
The Christian women, the nuns, they wear that long black dress with the thing on their neck. That's specifically for them, their dress.
Okay, that would be an example. That would be an example. We Muslim women cannot imitate the Christian women and how they dress. The Christian women wear those dresses with the white collar. So we should not ever wear a dress with a white collar. Muslim men should not wear black thobes with the white collar because that's imitating a priest. Okay? So those are examples of imitating a Christian woman. If I wear a habit like her, that's why I tell y'all, be careful of these Muslim women y'all look at on YouTube. A lot of these Muslim women imitate Christians. They don't have on a hijab or a khimar. They're wearing habits. We don't wear habits as Muslim women. That's imitating a Christian. That is something specific to Christian women, not us. Okay? Give me another example of imitating a Christian. Is wearing a mini skirt imitating a Christian people? What do y'all think about that? Is that imitating a Christian?
Not really.
No, that's not imitating a Christian. I want to know imitating a Christian.
Celebrating birthdays.
Is that imitating a Christian, guys?
No.
No. Give me an example of this is where we don't have good intelligence. I didn't ask imitating a non-Muslim. I said a Christian. Those women and those men who call themselves Christians, they don't wear mini skirts. Okay, what's imitating a Christian? They wear habits. The priests wear white collars. Do y'all understand? Something that is specific to them. Mini skirts are not specific to them, and they don't even wear them anyway. Okay? All right. Give me an example of imitating a Jewish person. Give me an example of imitating a Jewish person. Wait a minute. I didn't ask if birthdays were lawful in Islam. I didn't mention nothing about a birthday. I want y'all to pay attention to the question I am asking. This is what the prophet meant when he said, we don't have the intelligence as the other people. We can't stay on topic. We have ADD. Our mind is all over the place. We can't stay focused. Okay, I'm asking about now. Give me an example of an imitation of a Jewish person. I didn't mention nothing about no birthdays.
To imitate, one thing that Jews do is they have two long curly strands and they have a hat on top of their head. We don't do that.
Okay, so wearing prayer curls. That is something specific to Jewish men. The Jewish men wear prayer curls. So we Muslim men cannot wear prayer curls because that would be imitating the Jews. That is something specific to them. Do y'all get it now? So to imitate means to do something that is specific to that person, that group that I'm talking about. Non-Muslims mean everybody in the world that ain't Muslim. I didn't ask about everybody in the world. I'm asking about Jewish people. Jewish people. Jewish people. Give me another example of imitation of a Jewish person.
Not using electricity on certain days of the week.
There you go. That's an example of imitation. On certain days of the week, the Sabbath day, the Jews don't use electricity. So if I decide on Fridays, we're not going to use electricity on Fridays, we're imitating the Jews. Now, to get back to this issue y'all got about a birthday, I didn't mention nothing about no birthdays. And by the way, is celebrating a birthday specific to Christians?
No.
No! So birthday is not even an answer. Do y'all understand? Birthday is not even an answer because birthday is not specific to Christians. All non-Muslims celebrate birthdays. I didn't ask about birthdays. That's why I'm telling y'all, listen to me. Don't listen to the other people. And I'm not screaming. I am speaking loudly because Allah says in the Quran, "O you women who believe, whenever you speak publicly, make your voice loud and make your voice fierce and intimidating because you don't know what evil lurks in the heart of man." So I want all you sisters that are new, I want to welcome you to Sunnahfollowers. But I also want to welcome you to true Islam. As Muslim women, we are not oppressed. But as Muslim women, we have guidelines we have to adhere to. Welcome to real Islam. When you speak publicly, your voice has to be loud. When you speak publicly, because the people have to see you're serious. No man listening to me will think I'm flirting with him. No man listening to me will be turned on by me because I have his attention on my words, not on my face, not on my body. Learn, Muslim women. And this is how the prophets' wives spoke publicly too. Okay? All right. So I didn't ask about no birthdays, and I didn't ask about the lawful and the unlawful. I'm asking you to give me examples of imitation. I don't care about birthdays. I want to know. Give me an example of imitation of the Jew. Give me another example.
Another example for the women, when they finish their cycles, they have to separate themselves and go to a bathhouse to get cleansed again. We don't do that in Islam.
Okay, that would be another example of imitating the Jewish people. Okay, so now let me ask you another question. Give me an example of imitating the jinn.
Walking,
Laying on the
having
stomach.
one, laying on the stomach.
Excuse me, one person. Excuse me, for the person here on Twitch, if you know anything about Islam, you would know what verse of the Quran where Allah tells you to make your voice loud. That's a basic that every Muslim girl should have learned when she was 7 years old. If you do not understand your deen, do not argue with me. I am 5 times your age. I am 63 years old, and I have been teaching Islam for over 50 years. So don't try to pick a fight with me. You don't like what I'm saying, you can leave. But if you were a person of knowledge, you would know as a Muslim woman how you're supposed to speak and how you're supposed to dress. And since you're a Muslim man, why don't you bounce and go learn from a man? Or do you belong to the gay club? Hello, I'm the wrong woman. All right? Thank you. Now let's get back to it. Give me an example of imitating the jinn.
Laying on your stomach.
MashaAllah, that's an example of imitating the jinn, to lay on your stomach. Good job. Where's your dalil? Anybody? Where does that come from? How do you know that laying on your stomach is an imitation of the jinn? How do you know that? Anyone? Did Layla make it up?
No, you gave us the.
Don't tell me what I gave you. I want you sisters to answer like women who know their deen. How do you know that laying on your stomach is imitating the jinn? Where did it come from? Who said it?
The Prophet Muhammad.
Well, can y'all answer like a person that knows their deen? Let's hear it. Go ahead. How do y'all know that laying on your stomach is imitating the jinn? Where did this come from, sisters? Did Layla make it up? Did it come from this idiotic man on here? Where did it come from?
The Prophet ﷺ told us that the jinn lay on their stomach.
Thank you, Faiza. What is wrong with these people today, Faiza? What is wrong with y'all that y'all not answering these questions with hadiths? Just say the Prophet ﷺ said it is forbidden for a person to lay on their stomach because this is how the jinn lay. Why come y'all can't answer? It gets frustrating when I teach y'all the basics every day, and then I have to come here and deal with an idiot like this man I'm dealing with here. You know, you sisters got to come on. Make it be worth my while. Make it be worth my while to sit here on this internet every day and take puck shots from idiots like this idiot here. Y'all make it worth my while. Show me that you're learning something from me. So I'm going to ask again, what's another example of imitation of the jinn? Stomach is one. What's another example of something that is an imitation of the jinn?
Having your hair where partly is shaved and the other part you have hair in. The Prophet ﷺ said to not be like the jinns where you got part of your hair shaved and the other part hair. Either keep all of your hair shaved or keep it all on your head.
MashaAllah, that's how you answer. Give the example and give the hadith. Exactly. For you brothers that walk around with half your hair shaved and the other half not shaved. This is forbidden in Islam. The Prophet said either shave it all or keep it all short. I mean, either shave it all off or keep it long or even, because the jinn walk around with half their hair shaved and the other half not. Good job. Sister Sakina, she said another example is eating with your left hand. This is imitating the jinn. The Prophet ﷺ, she typed, said, do not eat or drink with the left hand because the devil does that. Good job, Sakina. Sister Isra, she said walking with one shoe on and the other shoe off is an imitation of the jinn. And she gave the hadith. The Prophet ﷺ told us to not walk around with one shoe on and the other barefoot because this is how the jinn wear their shoes. Y'all see how these sisters answer. The rest of y'all in my Zoom room, you guys are going to have to train yourselves to answer these questions with these hadiths. These are hadith classes I'm teaching. This is a hadith class. When I teach you guys these hadiths, you have to memorize them, memorize the meaning, and apply it to your heart so you can practice it. Y'all understand? You have to be able to quote it back. Quote that hadith. It doesn't have to be word for word like the Prophet said, because remember, this is English, not Arabic. All you have to remember is the meaning. But when you give the meaning, give it right. Say, the Prophet ﷺ said, do not sleep on your stomach because this is how Shaitan sleeps. Y'all got to answer it right. Do you guys understand? Sister Norto, are you here? Is Norto here? Is Brother Ahmad here?
I see Narco's name.
Hold on for a second. Let me take care of this. I am so ticked off with this idiot. Hold on. I can't do this. And y'all make it worse, not answering the questions when I got an idiot. Hold on. What is the darn thing? All right, hold on. I'm so frustrated.
They have special things. They have points.
Where am I at? Am I on the right one? Yeah.
I'm here. What did you name it?
That's okay. It's too late. I'm taking care of this idiot myself. Am I on the right one? Yeah.
I'm here. What did you name it?
That's okay. It's too late. I'm taking care of this idiot myself. Am I on the right one? Yeah.
I'm here. What did you name it?
That's okay. It's too late. How do you ban, sister? How do you ban it? This idiot here? I want this idiot banned.
I already did.
Nobody got time for this. This is just ridiculous. Okay? Disrupting my class. God. And then it gets, I mean, I can deal with those people. I just can't deal when y'all don't answer the questions right. Oh, you make me like, why am I putting myself through it? It makes me think, why am I on this internet going through all this stress? My anxiety is off the hook. My arthritis is hurting. And I mean, I'm just torturing myself because they're not catching nothing I'm saying. It just makes me feel like, oh, y'all got to do better. All right. Okay. So, alhamdulillah, whenever we talk about imitating something, we're talking about doing things that are specific for that thing. Okay? If I'm going to imitate the jinn, that means I'm doing things that are specific for them, that only they do. If I'm going to imitate a Christian, that means I'm doing something that only a Christian does. When you sisters wear wedding rings, are you sisters imitating Christians?
Yes.
Yes, because that's not something that belongs to us. Remember, everything is wala wal bara. Everything is allegiance and disassociation. We disassociate from anything that opposes our belief system. The wedding rings for Christians represent that I belong to you, you belong to me. Do I belong to my husband? And does my husband belong to me in Islam? Yes or no?
We belong to Allah.
Exactly. In Islam, we belong to Allah. So why do you sisters and brothers get married and exchange wedding rings? This totally contradicts wala wal bara. This totally contradicts our allegiance to Allah, our allegiance to the religion and each other. So when you sisters and brothers exchange wedding rings, you're imitating the Kafirs. When you sisters walk down the aisle in white wedding dresses, you're imitating the Christians. We don't do that either. We distance ourselves from that which is not a part of us. When you lay on your stomach and sleep on your stomach, you're imitating the jinn. This is something they do. Okay? When you wear mini skirts and you wear halter tops, you're imitating kafir, non-believers. That's how non-believers dress. So we don't wear mini skirts. We don't wear halter tops. Okay? That's specific for people that don't believe in Allah. People that have no fear of Allah. Because if they had fear of Allah, they would dress modestly. Okay? So today what we're going to do is speak about things that cause you to fall in the category of imitating the opposite gender. So what does that mean? That means I am doing things that are specific to the opposite gender. I am doing something that only men do. Or I am doing something that only women do. Does everybody understand? So let me put the PowerPoint up on the screen and let's take a look at these hadiths that address imitation or doing something that is specific for the opposite sex, okay? And y'all follow. And when I ask you about these hadiths, you're going to give me the meaning of them and tell me that the Prophet said it. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said such and such and such. That's how y'all answer. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said such and such and such. You do not say, you told me, Layla. That ain't what you say. You told us. When you guys say that I told you, you know what you're basically saying? Can anybody guess? If you say you told us, what are you basically saying? You're basically saying that I told you a lie. You're basically saying that I spoke without knowledge. Now you see why I'm offended? You basically said that what I said wasn't true. You don't say it about a person of knowledge. Everything I'm teaching you guys, I'm giving y'all the dalil. I'm using the hadiths. I'm not making this stuff up. So don't ever say you told us that we can't sleep on our stomach. Because I didn't tell you that. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us all that. And I am the person that messaged you, that gave you that message, and I gave you the dalil. Y'all see how insulting that is? Because I don't speak that way. I don't make up anything. That's why I use PowerPoint. All right? Get it together, people. All right. So let's put the PowerPoint up on the screen. Let's see. Where's today? Oh, wait a minute. Let me do this first. Where is it? Yeah. Yeah, it's still, the sister's asking me, is it raining here? Yes, girls, raining here. Boy, y'all don't know. My arthritis is killing me on my shoulder. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah, the solar storms here. Yeah, my arthritis. That's probably why I'm just trying to bite my tongue with this pain, too. It really hurts. Yeah. Yours too? She said hers is hurting too. Yeah, that's the yeah, you had didn't you have a knee transplant too? A knee, what you call it? Total knee replacement? Yeah, I feel it. This is the first time I've ever felt that titanium. It's hurting and it's raining. It's bad. That's why I'm gonna try to hurry up and make this quick so I can take some Tylenol and put a heating pad on or something. Okay, they got them. I'm sharing it with them. Let me share it with you guys. Yeah, you already got yours? She says she got her heating pad. Yeah, honey. You gotta. It's bad, man. Okay, here we go. Yeah, inshallah, they can see this. Hold on, I'm trying to move this out the way. All right, here we go. Today, we're going to speak about imitation of the opposite gender. That means, again, doing things as a man that are specific to women. Doing things as a woman that is specific to a man. And let's take a look at the hadiths here for tonight. Y'all memorize the meaning of these hadiths. And that's why I use this PowerPoint. I didn't tell you. The Prophet told you. Hello, boss. May Allah be pleased with us, tells us that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam cursed the men who imitate women. And he cursed the women who imitate men. This is an Bukhari hadith. And also in another hadith, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, may Allah curse the masculine women. What's a masculine woman? This is a woman that takes on the appearance and the behavior of a man. We got a lot of those type of women today because we're part of the LGBTQ movement. So these are women who behave like men. Women who look like men. And also the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, may Allah curse the men who look like women and behave like women. This is the LGBTQ. You see a lot of these men, all feminine, talking all softly, flipping their hands up, snapping their fingers, baby. Okay? Allah curses those type of men. And then these women who put on their suits, put on their ties, put on their brogans, comb their hair the way a man combs his, and walks out the house with a pimp walk like the men have. Allah curses these type of people. This is forbidden for us in Islam, guys. Also, Abu Huraira, may Allah be pleased with him, said, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Allah curses a man who dresses like a woman, and Allah curses the women who dress like men. Wearing a three-piece suit with a tie, that's a dress that's only specific to men. Or you brothers putting on a hijab, a kimar, and putting on lipstick, that's dressing like a woman. Lipstick is specific to women. Kimars specific to women. Also, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, there are two types of the denizens of the hellfire who he has not seen yet. People who walk around with whips and they beat the people with it. These are terroristic rulers, like what we had with the Taliban, walking around whipping people. And also women who, even though they have clothes on, they're still naked, seducing and being seduced, with their hair styled like the humps of camels. It's what we see today. The Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Beyonce, Miley Cyrus, Taylor Swift, the hip hop culture. The Prophet said these people will not enter paradise nor ever even smell it. So these people are cursed by Allah. That's why you have to talk to your daughters and your sons about the dangers of imitating the opposite sex. For a man to imitate a woman or a woman to imitate a man is a major sin. And I want y'all to remember, it's not just limited to dress, but to the way you walk, the way you talk, and all of that. Does everybody understand that? But don't get it twisted. As we've been speaking about for the past 2 weeks, for you Muslim women, we have to remember whenever we are in the public eye to never make a spectacle of ourselves. So that means when you sisters are in the public eye, you obey your Lord by dressing the way your Lord commanded and speaking the way he commanded. Make your voices loud when you are in the public, because you don't know what evil runs in the heart of men. And you sisters see the evil every day right here on this internet. That's why I have to make sure my voice is so strong right now. Y'all don't know. I want a drink of water so bad. But I got to keep it this way because another one might come back and they have to know that I ain't the one. Y'all see why Allah makes that rule? Allah makes the laws and rules for us Muslim women for our protection. Because Allah knows his creation. He knows the evil of men. He knows how men can tear you down if you allow them. So he tells us what to do to keep them away. Obey your Lord. A loud voice is not imitating a man. Okay? Everybody got that? Also, when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam talked about women being naked but dressed, you know, hot pants, halter top. I got clothes on, but I'm still naked. You can still see my body. You can still see my skin. You can still see the shape of my behind, my breasts, the curves of my body. This is a major thing. A lot of you sisters go out the house You have on a pair of tight pants, a pair of tight blue jeans. You have a top on that comes down to your knee, and you got a little scarf tied around your head. The men can still see the shape of your legs, so the tight blue jeans blew it. And that scarf around your head does not cover your chest. They can still see the rise of your chest. You're still naked. Even though you sisters have clothes on, you're still naked. So we have to be careful, again, to not be a public spectacle. What is a public spectacle? To bring public attention to me unnecessarily. When we walk out the house as Muslim women, we should be attractive in our appearance because Allah loves beauty. Allah hates ugliness. So you can wear a nice jilbab, a nice abaya. Your abaya can be any color. There is nothing in Islam that forbids a woman from wearing colors. It can be of any fabric. It can be silk. It can be brocade. The Prophet's wives wore silk. They wore brocade. But it has to be loose fitting, where it doesn't show your curves. And it has to come all the way down to the ground so that the top of your feet cannot be seen. And you must wear a khimar, because again, just as Allah says to the believing women to make your voices loud publicly, He also says, and oh, you women who believe, in the same surah, He says, oh, you women who believe, draw your khimar over your bosom when you go public. So your hijab, it shouldn't be a turban. It should be a khimar long enough where it covers your breasts. So I can wear whatever colors I want. I can wear whatever fabric I want. I can wear designs too. But whatever I put on must be loose fitting. It must cover every part of my body except for my face and my hands and what naturally appears thereof. And Aisha, radiallahu anha, defined what naturally appears thereof means. She says your face, your hands, and whatever makeup and jewelry that you have on them, and also when you raise your hand to reach, that's part of your arm that cannot help but be seen. And whatever jewelry or makeup you have on it. So Islam does not oppress us. Islam protects us as Muslim women, because Allah knows the evil of the opposite sex. They're weak sexually. They may be stronger than us physically. They may be able to control their emotions better than us. But there's one thing that man cannot control, and it's his lower desire. And Allah lets us know that. So Allah gave us Muslim women the upper hand over them. I'm not going to show no skin. I'm not going to show my curves. I'm going to keep my voice strong, intimidating, so that you will think twice before you think to put a hand on me. You will think twice and say, uh-oh, she ain't weak. Uh-oh, she gonna fight back. Uh-oh, she ain't scared. Y'all see how Allah protects us? This is how the female companions rolled. They were beautiful women. The hadith speak about all their beauty. They were public and active, but they were never spectacles. Does everybody understand that? And with the Muslim men, the same. You can't imitate us. What is it that Muslim men do today? They shave their beard. Well, shaving your beard is an example of imitating a woman. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Oh, you men, be different from the polytheists. Let your beards grow and trim the mustache. Trim the mustache, but let your beard grow." The beard is what differentiates the male from the female of the two genders. As a Muslim woman, we don't grow mustaches. When hair comes on your face, because we all have hormone issues, we have PMS. You sisters need to remove the mustache. Go to the facial place. Get a facial once a month. Have them remove your facial hair, except for your eyes, your eyebrows. You should get your beard waxed. Get your mustache waxed. Get your sideburns waxed off. A woman should have no facial hair except for her eyebrows. Leave the eyebrows alone. But everything else on your face can go. Because to not go would be imitating a man. Does every sister understand that? Allah doesn't curse you for getting your beard waxed or your mustache waxed, but he will curse you for touching the hair on your eyebrows. The eyebrows is what distinguishes us. All right? So those are the hadiths that I wanted to go over today from the book written by Sheikh Muhammad Saeed Atli. This is the book entitled Imitations, Prohibited Imitations. But I'm going to tell you that I skipped over some of the stuff in his book. I skipped over the part about pants because there is no hadith from the Prophet Muhammad or any of the companions that says women cannot wear pants. Aisha, radiallahu anha, used to wear pants underneath her shift. So did Salama. So did almost all the Arabic women. But their pants were not tight-fitting. Their pants were what we call harem pants. The Arabic women wore harem pants. Even on the battlefield, Nusayba wore harem pants. Even on the battlefield, Safia, the aunt of the Prophet, wore harem pants. On the battlefield, Salama wore harem pants. So I disagree with that. We cannot say that something is haram or something is an imitation unless Allah says it. Tight-fitting pants is haram. I wouldn't even call it an imitation. I'm going to call it haram. Because as Muslim women, we are not allowed to wear anything tight that will show the shape of the leg or the arm, even those turtlenecks. Some of you sisters wear turtlenecks that they're tight where we can see the shape of your arm. That's haram. It has to be loose, like my bat wings. I love bat wing abayas. That's all I wear. Because bat wings, everything is loose. You can't see the shape of my arm. Okay? So pants are not haram as long as they are wide, like harem pants. Or, what's it called that Jamila Pasha sells? Say it. Begins with a P. Somebody?
Pashminas?
Palazzos. You can wear palazzos. Palazzos are wide. They don't show the shape of nothing. They're going to make you look fat. That's how wide they are. Okay. So pants are not haram. Pants are not imitating men. Okay, so I didn't put that in here. Unless there's a hadith from the Prophet Muhammad or a verse from Allah, we don't go around saying that. That's opinion. I don't care about nobody's opinion. Okay? All right, so I'm going to stop right here. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Any questions or comments? Brothers? I don't like when I'm teaching my class and you brothers pop up in my stream. I'm old enough to be y'all's grandmama, number one. Number two, I know this deen better than you and your mama and daddy put together. So don't come in my stream with that crap, little boy. Because that's what you are, little boy to Layla. Little boy. I'm a grown old woman who done paid my dues with Allah. Don't try it with me. All right. Any questions or comments? Is this clear to everybody, this information about imitation? Y'all got it? Okay. Let me remind y'all, we got a special lecture in about 15, 20 minutes from Dr. Ali. He's going to be talking about the thug lifestyle. You brothers stick around. You brothers stick around. Because maybe you live in a thug lifestyle. Y'all want to come into the woman stream. How many of you brothers stick around for the man stream? And I want to see you challenge Dr. Ali. All right? Okay. So I'm going to log out. I'll be back in about 20 minutes. No, 15, 10 minutes. 40, 10 minutes. I'll be back in 10 minutes with Dr. Ali. Okay. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik.